Alright, YouTube. We pulled the flywheel out of this truck. This is the 93 C1500 or GMC Sierra 1500, what do you want to call it. The one that I did the 3/4 drop, got the cow tracks on it. We changed the ring and pinion over to a 411. And 411 or 410, hell, I can't remember. But anyway, put the locker in it. New wheel cylinders, new shocks. There's new shocks for my F350 up there, my Super Duty front ones. But anyway, we pulled it out, and yep, as I thought I saw, you can see where she's broke all the way around, about halfway. And another thing is I noticed is that I didn't put the flywheel on. Had a little extra help when it comes to putting this motor together. Well, I can feel where this is raised. I can catch my finger against the crack. If you turn it up like this and look, you can see where it's bent. I can tell you exactly what happened. Had my boy helping me. I know he means well, but he stuck something between the flywheel and the engine to get it off and pried on it and bent the flywheel. And over the last 3 months, it has broke it because of that. When you tightened it down, put the converter on it, put it in a bind and broke it. And it's broke right there is the center of all the damage. Now before you say something thinking, oh, I got an oil leak, that's not oil. He sprayed blaster on the bolts before he put them in. And then he told me, and I had a hell of a time getting them out, he used green Loctite on them. Anybody knows green Loctite is the more severe of the red, blue, and green. Green being the more severe. You can see that, yeah, it dug down into those holes a little bit. But it's bowed from about right here to right here. So I know that something was stuck behind it and they pried it off instead of just grabbing it side by side and a little wiggle, 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 and they'll come right off. I usually never use a flywheel over. I always buy a new one. They're not that expensive. I've got a bunch of old style GM flywheels in there, and I've got some race approved ones, but the bolt pattern on the old ones is larger than these one piece rear seal ones. So what I'm going to do in this case, I'm not going to waste the money going to O'Reilly's or somewhere on one of those cheap pieces of crap. I'm just going to order one from Summit. It's SFI approved and put back in it. This motor is capable of 475 horse. It's one of them ZZ4 motors. So we'll see what happens. And I'll make a video when we put it together. And I showed my son a little trick. On these trucks here, the frame's flat right there where the cross member's at. Take a 2x4, cut it to 44 inches, put it across the frame, and just slide the transmission back and let the pan set on the 2x4, let the back set on the cross member. Hold your drive line up with something. Take a little electrical tape and wrap your U-joint so your caps don't come off, and just slide it back. But yeah, that little crack makes a whole lot of ticking knocking noise. Sometimes it even sounds like you got a rod knocking. But there it is. So I'll keep you updated as we go. Later.